Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Finance Agents Live. Today is episode number 28. I literally lose track every day as soon as the show is 28. Episode number 28. This is a continuation for our How to Own a Successful Funding Business series that we started last week. Today is day 2 of the member office interviews. So yesterday we interviewed Steve from member office number 100, the 100th member office we'd brought on. And today we're going to be interviewing Ryan from Gravity Finance. And we'll be talking about it in a little bit, but Ryan started with us at the end of July, the beginning of August, so he's about 5 months in. And he's one of the most quickly successful offices we've ever had. And so we're going to get his feedback on what worked, what doesn't work, how is he growing, and everything. But before we get to that, I want to give you an update, because I'm giving you guys an update as we go along. As we get closer to agent number 20,000, you will remember that agent number 20,000 that signs up with us wins free recruiter for a year. And as of about an hour ago, we're at 19,976. So we're literally 24 agents away from agent number 20,000. So if you haven't signed up as an agent yet, go sign up. If you go right now, you literally might be agent number 20,000, and we're excited about that. All right, so moving on. We have Ryan on the phone. Ryan, thank you for coming on the show today. How you doing?
Good. How are you? It's a pleasure.
I'm doing great. All right, so Ryan is with Gravity Finance at gravityfinance.com. If you've been watching some of the other shows, we've been talking about him because we're always happy when one of our offices starts to succeed relatively quickly. He was office number 87 who signed up. And then today we're just going to be asking him a bunch of questions. He joined July 25th. Actually, I'm not positive I think that's the day that you became an agent. So Ryan, you actually worked with us as an agent a little bit before you became an office, right?
Yeah, so I started as an agent, and then Mike actually told me about the recruiter program, which I felt was more necessary. Obviously, you get 50% more commission, and you can sign agents with a 5% override. Why? I mean, it's only $1,000. Why not just do that?
Right. Okay. Great. So you worked as a recruiter for a couple months. You started getting deals coming in. And then you thought, hey, I might as well, I could just do this myself, right? That's pretty much what happened?
Yeah, because I've been a sole business owner for the past, 10 years. So I'm very familiar with business, how to own one. I just wasn't very familiar with, the finance game. But you guys have definitely taught me the ins and outs, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, of just about everything. So that's why I wanted to jump into the member office position.
Great. Awesome. Now, I actually have a screenshot from your LinkedIn profile, and I see you're standing there, a picture of you and your dad, right?
That is Oliver North.
That's Oliver North. Where did you run into Oliver North?
So there was what's called a MARSOC Foundation over in Scottsdale, Arizona, for all the MARSOC Marines. And he actually made an appearance. I think that was in 2015. So I got to meet him with that special event. Okay, cool. Awesome, man. Well, good. Okay, so jumping into talking about you and your office. Now, before we get too far into this, if you're watching this, Ryan has actually started his own YouTube channel, which is something I'm pretty excited about because we're talking about, how to succeed as an office or an agent. And Ryan's going to be talking, I assume, a lot more about getting funding. What's the focus of your YouTube show going to be, Ryan? So for the primary focus is going to be obviously what you guys are doing, recruiting agents, because not a lot of people know about this industry. I mean, I didn't even know, and I've been in affiliate marketing rev share for the past, 15 years on and off. So that's going to be the primary focus, obviously talking about different loan types, how you can get paid as an agent, different marketing types for agents, because people, I have a heavy digital marketing background, and a lot of people don't. So I always tell my agents if they want it with digital marketing.
That's great. All right, so now we actually have a link on the screen. I think Darren it might even be clickable. I don't know. And we're going to put it in the show notes as well. So if you come back in a second, you'll see it in the show notes. We're going to have a link there to go to Ryan's channel. He already has 3 videos up, and he needs to get to his first 100 subscribers so he can reserve the URL, youtube.com/Gravity Finance, but he doesn't have that yet. He's got to get to 100 subscribers. I think you're in the 20s. So if you're watching this, please go subscribe. Because if you like our show, you're going to like his too. His is going to be a lot more on the funding side. Ours is going to be more about running the business and signing up. If you're not an agent and you want to be an agent directly with Ryan, you can also go to gravityfinance.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, sign up as an agent directly with him. All right, so let's get into some questions. You already sort of touched on this, but the first question is, tell us a little bit about your background. You said you've been doing affiliate marketing for 15 years. And frankly, you don't look old enough to be doing it for 15 years. So how did you get into that, and what sort of stuff have you marketed?
Well, actually, I got into that in high school.
Okay.
Back when, emailing was, not so legal, I guess. But we did a lot of dating, a lot of biz op, sort of that nature. And then I kind of got out of it because I joined the military. And then from there, I hopped into IT. But, as Darren knows, a lot of people yell at you for problems out of your control. So I didn't really like that much. So I moved into digital marketing and actually started a company with digital marketing. And actually, what's funny is one of my clients who I did marketing for turned me on to finance agents because, he's like, yeah, man, I made, $10,000 on a single deal. And I'm like, no way. Like, I didn't believe it. I signed up and I did the same. So
that's great. So how did you get into online marketing when you're in high school? I mean, how did you even think to do that?
My best friend at the time, he was really heavy into email marketing.
Okay.
Back in this was like when you had to have custom made programmed bot mailers and things like that.
Okay, that's interesting. So you were actually doing programming and everything for that.
I was doing scripting. I wasn't really heavy on the programming side. I don't really have the patience for that.
Okay.
So.
All right. And then when you were running your own digital marketing business, what kind of stuff were you marketing? Were you just marketing for your clients, or were you doing your own campaigns?
No, I was strictly doing marketing for my clients. Obviously, marketing my marketing company so people would find me. But typically, it was word of mouth because I did get results for my clients. There was a storm restoration company in Illinois. A spa over in California, just a bunch of random different types of businesses who didn't have, a digital marketing avenue at all.
Okay, great. Yeah, we've actually done a lot of restoration. We've helped a lot of people purchase those restoration franchises. So there's a lot of those out there.
Yeah, it's big money.
Okay, so the next question is, how long have you known about or worked with finance agents? Did you sign up as soon as you heard about us?
Yeah, so I actually signed up under someone else, but it didn't really matter because he was an agent. But yeah, that was like 5-6 months ago.
Okay, great. And then, my next question is, why do you want to run your own funding company? It kind of sounds like it's about that money. Is there anything else about it that you like, or is it just the larger commissions?
I mean, obviously the money's great. I'm a very successful person, and I love to see people be successful as well that are on my team. For example, my agent, Ronaldo, he's the one who actually sent me one of those $2 million deals. So, he got paid out pretty well because it turned into a triple close.
Yeah, 3 fundings for one client. That was a good one.
Yeah, so, as you guys know, I'm a huge people person. I love to see people succeed. I have over, 230 agents right now. And I talk to them on a weekly basis. I love my agents; they're great people, and I love the feeling of helping them succeed while being successful at the same time.
Great. So you kind of mentioned that one of the things you do with your agents is you teach them online marketing. Is that true?
Yeah. So there's many different platforms you can use to acquire business funding leads, and I teach them ABC, how to do it. For me, it's not hard. I've been doing it for a very long time, and I was very successful at it. So, I mean, if they want to, I have free methods and I have paid methods. Obviously, the paid methods are going to get you paid more. It's an investment. But yeah, I teach them whatever they need to know.
What are some of there's a lot of different social media platforms. What are some of the ones that you prefer these days?
Preferably LinkedIn. LinkedIn is great. I spent time with my LinkedIn. I built it. I got 8,500 connections in less than 3 months.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah, and then Facebook is another one. I think Gravity Finance is up to like 8,000 likes. I don't know. But
Great.
if you know what you're doing, like I do, or know someone who does, Facebook and LinkedIn can be very, very profitable for you, given you do it the right way.
All right, Mike's telling me that you're going to eclipse all of our social accounts, so I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. Maybe you already have. I don't know. That's a lot of likes. Okay,
Right.
So talking about deals a little bit, we just mentioned one deal, but I'm just curious. Tell us about any one of your deals that successfully funded, one that sticks out to you.
So, I mean, obviously the same one. It was a guy who owns a company, I think it was called Biosphere. It's a company that is the same type of company. What do they call them? Those little wristwatches that
Wearables.
take
right?
down your heartbeat.
Yeah, the activity
Fitbit.
trackers.
It's just like Fitbit.
Uh-huh.
And he needed $2 million to grow his company. And that deal turned out really, really well because we got him the funding. We also got him a UBS for I think 80 grand, personal and business. And we closed that 1.8 in I think it was seven working days.
Yeah, that was fast. It was a real estate deal. It was a CRE, so commercial real estate deal. I believe he had a piece of real estate worth $3.5 million, and he was able to pull 1.8 out within a week. Right?
Yeah, because he had a first and a second on there, so we had to pay those off as well, which is why it turned into a lot. And then we did a second for 275 grand on top of the 1.8.
Great, yeah. So we got him a first position loan at 1.8 million. We got a second one for about 250, and then we got him another 80,000 in credit cards. So that was a triple on one client. So yeah, bring us more people like that. That's a good one.
Yeah, and again, that was an agent referred deal. I didn't get that myself. So, I mean, if you're an agent, you can do it. It's not hard. And that was actually funny thing is that was his first deal that he submitted to me. So
nice.
He got very lucky on that one.
So he's happy. So Mike is your contact here in the office, and Mike has said a few times that you're able to bring in great deals. So whatever you're doing, keep it up. Now, how about you tell us about a deal that died, that didn't work out, and why you think it didn't go through?
So there was a company out in California. They sell grow equipment to growers out in California. Big business out there. And he was looking for a $250,000 merchant cash advance, and we were almost able to get it to him, but he forgot to mention that he just took another $250,000 merchant cash advance out basically the same week. So we didn't see it until we were, at the finish line.
Right.
That definitely didn't work out.
Yeah, we see that from time to time where people come in. You say he forgot to mention it. Usually, forgot on purpose. People think that they can sneak it through and take two loans at the exact same time. In some of the lending products, you can, like we can set you up with 6 or 7 credit cards or add in personal loans, sometimes multiple real estate loans. But on the working capital loans, in fact, we can sometimes do 2 or 3 at once, but we got to know when a lender sees that it looks like the client's trying to trick or lie, then that almost always kills the deal.
Right.
So.
I mean, the lenders are obviously going to do their due diligence. I mean, they're loaning, hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're not just be like, oh, here you go.
Unfortunately, right? All right. Okay, well, good. That's it. And, if you're watching this and you're new to the industry, you're going to have deals that work and you're going to have deals that don't. And that's part of the process is, and one of the things that Mike has said positively about you, Ryan, is that when a deal dies, you let it go and you're able to move on and you don't get too caught on it. Some people can get caught fighting for a dead deal forever. Now, and the hardest part is knowing when to fight for it and when to let it go. And that's one of the things that it takes most people a long time to really get a feel for. So,
yeah, exactly.
Moving forward, what are the funding programs that you're most interested in working with?
So, my top 2 would be CRE, commercial real estate, and UBF, unsecured business funding, because they're the quickest and they're the most profitable, and 9 times out of 10 they're the most easy to fund.
Right. Okay. Good. Well, we definitely like both of those. They tend to work pretty well. Mike wanted me to bring up fix and flip because he said you got some pretty good deals in recently. Why don't you tell us about one of the fix and flips that you've turned in recently?
Okay, so I have a client who is doing a fix and flip over in Chicago. We're going to get them funded for, I believe, $760,000 on that deal, and that should be closing within, I don't know, a week or two.
Great.
But the funny thing is, since finance agents finally got a better program, you guys are able to fund fix and flips more now, and the client was excited about that. And this has been a lead for, I want to say, a month and a half. So I reached out again, and she was cool with it. So
great.
Yeah, we're getting funded. So it's going to be a great deal for her.
Awesome. One of the things that you're really going to see over time, and this is for everybody else too, is that when you bring in a fix and flip client, these people are doing fundings over and over and over again. You might have one client that could do 24 in a year if they're active. So while it's not as big a commission as a real estate deal, the regular CRE, you could end up getting 6 times as many fundings off of one client. So it's a good relationship program where you can build a pipeline and get a lot more fundings.
Yeah, and I'm all about relationships with my clients, because a year or two down the road they need funding again, they're going to call me, because I'm a pretty honest person, and I'm not trying to just go for the highest commission. I just want to help these people out, get it done, move to the next one.
Great, awesome. So now, as a structure for your member office, are you more interested in offering finance directly or growing a team? And if it's growing a team, how do you imagine that you want to do that?
So I'm already in the process of growing a team, and I think at the end of the year, or maybe even mid-year, I'm just going to open my own call center. That way, it's a lot easier for me and the clients to get all the proper documentation in, because that's obviously that's the hardest part
right.
with owning a funding business, is just getting the documents in.
I saw a video online of you paying one of your employees. I thought that was pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, that was Michael.
Mariah walks into the room, just throws a pile of money on him, so that's motivating. That's awesome.
Oh, I gotta give a shout out to Ronaldo. He actually just texted me asking me if I was getting interviewed, and I said yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, maybe he's on the show. Perfect. All right, the last question we have, and then we get to talk about whatever else. What is your most important single goal for owning your own business with us? So what's the one thing where if you accomplish that, you would know it was worth it?
Again, success, period.
Yeah, like how do you determine success, I guess is kind of what it...
I mean, I define success by obviously helping people, being financially stable, as one of them, and making sure my team is taken care of.
Okay.
And having a team.
Great. Well, it's still the title is still open for. I hope you're the first. One of our offices is going to be one of the new offices. Some office is going to be the first office to hit $1 million a year. So hopefully it's you. I want to. We'll give you that award maybe. Maybe this year's the year.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
I mean, I've only been in an office for 5 months, but I can almost guarantee that'll happen. So
sweet, awesome. Well, we look forward to working with you on that. If you're watching this, make sure to come back over the next 2 days. So yesterday was office number 100. Today is Ryan, who's been doing a great job for the last 4 or 5 months. Tomorrow you're going to have Prestige Business Financial Solutions, who's been working with us for about 5 years. And he was office number 5, basically one of the first people to sign up. And he's been working with us for a long time, so you can get a different perspective on somebody who's been with us forever. And then we're going to wrap up the week with Larry and Max from Centex, who are actually going to come into the office. And they signed up just about a month and a half ago. They just finished their initial training and just got their first funding. So you're able to get a whole different range of stuff. Anything else that you want to say, Ryan, about put out a call for agents or anything like that?
Really, I'm really glad I found you guys. Your LMS, your lead management system, and your dashboard is obviously one of a kind. No one else is doing it. Literally no one else. There's 2 other funding companies out there trying to mock, but they only do merchant cash advances, I believe, and I'm not really about those types of loans. So, if you want to work with the best, my name is Ryan McLain. I own Gravity Finance. Love to have you on board. There
it is. Do that. Go sign up as an agent with him. Definitely subscribe to his YouTube channel because you're going to get different kind of content coming from him. Probably he could be showing you a lot more stuff on internet marketing than what we do, which is very interesting to me. So I'm already subscribed. Thanks, Ryan, for coming to the show. We really appreciate it. And everybody who's on here, thanks again for coming. And subscribe to the show if you're new. And besides that, we look forward to doing a lot more deals together.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You bet.